Hey guys, welcome back to Ferro Iron and Customs. We're back here. We're going to start working on cutting some of these body panels out of the car. What I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to get the side grinder and I'm going to get a wire wheel and try to, see if y'all can see that. I'm going to find those spot welds that are holding these pans in, and I'm going to try to find the spot welds for the transmission tunnel and see if I can't get that cut out tonight. I want to take this apart in a way in which I'm able to be able to put it back together, and so I'm going to do some thinking, and let me get this daggone wire wheel out and get the wire wheeling. Alright guys, the transmission cover is bolted in, so I should be able to take that out, but the piece that they sell for a transmission cover runs all the way up here. So we're going to pull that out and try to save it as much as possible. I mean, it's going to change for this transmission because it's got to be higher anyway. This whole area is going to have to be higher, and I expect the drive shaft tunnel is also going to have to be higher. But I found these pretty good. They have some pitted rust in them, so I'm going to get a speedy bit and try to get them out. I'm not going to worry about drilling through both parts because this is all going to have to be replaced. I mean, there ain't no way around it. So let me get these pans out and then I'll come back. Okay, we got the transmission cover out. I got all but one of the bolts out, or two of the bolts. This one, the floor pan tore loose, and that one was completely rotted away. So if you wanted to recreate this, obviously you'd have some beads to put in it, and some bends to put in it. So, if you could keep this panel, and I'm sure if you cleaned it up, you could recreate a panel without even having to buy one. So, like I said, I know I'm not going to know what I'm going to need until I get my engine and transmission sat down in here, and I feel like that's coming. That's going to be I want to get the rocker panels in and start working. I want to get the rocker panels in, and I want to get these supports on either side done, and I want to save enough of the floor. I want it to come out in enough of a piece that I'll have something to go on to make a template to go on to make the piece to go back in, and then I'll have to modify it from what I have to do for the transmission tunnel. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these pieces out, and we'll go from there. Let me get a bit and get to cutting. All right, guys, it's kind of warm this afternoon. I'm over here sweating. I got those panels out, and they're for the most part in pretty good shape, and you could really tell the difference in the way the floor flexed. So I need to at least try, if those aren't able to be reinstalled, and I don't see why they wouldn't be, I'd probably have to fix a couple like that spot and that spot, and you know, maybe all along there. I may be able to bend up a set quicker than I could, you know, weld them up or something. You know, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But interesting thing, we had two patches back here, and both patches are covering the rear body mount, the mid body mount. So that body mount's come through the floor. These are completely rotted out. A matter of fact, there's that where you can see through the floor. If I'm not greatly mistaken, it may not be supposed to be a full sheet of metal, but I think the ones they sell to go back in there don't have those holes in them. So I think my next step is shoring up the car a little bit. What I want to do is probably go on the outsides of the car. I'm going to do one side at a time. I may go ahead and do both sides so I can go ahead and pull the whole floor pan out. But what I think I'm going to do is get me a piece of pipe or something and put a screw in a bolt in the bottom of it so I can adjust tension on it and tack it to that pinch weld right there. Because it'll be hard to get to cut it off if I have to. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about it because I'm gonna have to get in here and work. That'll all be in the way. That should support it, but the thing is, that front mount should support the body, but it's dropped down over here. You know, it's dropped down in that front corner there. So let me think about it. I want to at least get this body shored back up and get that brace back down even with the floor before I cut these rockers and stuff out of it. And it's probably sagged over here because it don't look like it's got that droop on the other side. It doesn't. I bet you this whole section is drooped. It may have been hit. I don't know though. The outside of the car is really, of course, there is some Bondo or something in it right there. So it may have been hit on this side. See the little holes and stuff where they drilled holes in it so the Bondo would stay in it. Or that may be where they pulled the dent out. So this side may have been caved in some. Anyway, so we'll get into it. We'll get it all straightened out. I got to take some measurements, and we'll get back on it tomorrow. Oh. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. I had my hand on the zoom. And that light in here makes a big difference. I was gonna pull down my small light I have over my forge, and I happened to think that I had two more lights laid up in the ceiling up there that I have that actually need to replace these fluorescents. I have some a couple of LEDs that need to replace those fluorescents. So I'll use it for right now inside the car. All right, guys, I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm gonna, like I said, it's gonna be late when I get home tomorrow, so I don't know how much I'm going to get done, but I'm gonna try to come up with something and start pulling sheet metal out. I'm ready to get them floors done. But we're not gonna get in a hurry, so it may be a little bit at a time. Like and subscribe. I'll see y'all later.